There, I think we're live. I just press the button and talk to see in the recording if it's like that or not. So I guess we're here. Hi, Gary, Bert, Extra J, and Sean. Hi guys. Yeah, I have lined up a few Gary videos today, and not Gary I Love Weight, but of course Waibenga. With the what do you call it again? Blessings of Jose JG. I have a few clips of Gary. So I think I'm gonna monochromatic light source. Hey. Not yet. He said it was exciting, so I don't know, but this is not the stream he will appear on. That probably will happen some other time. I just need to agree on his terms first. Yeah, one of those is not throwing insults, and today it can be hard. Hey, Colin. Yeah, I started off with about 30 or something clips. Globe Mom, hey, that I collected from Jose, because that's you. Wait a minute, my microphone is up there. Sorry. Is that better? I forgot to set my microphone. There. Yeah. Gary has usually been on Jose, so that's where I found most of the clips. Also one on Mr. Sensible's channel. I have kind of rated them, kind of. It gets a lot better, yeah, much better. Thanks. And yeah, this will also get better during the videos. So I'm going to start off with the probably the not worst, but at least not best. So how about we just start it off and see what happens during this top, bottom, whatever Gary. I kind of have figured out the buttons on the Stream Deck a little better, so I don't have to figure all around, but I'm going to start this first video, and please let me know if you can hear it or not.
I was driving, that's why. Hey, so let's just for shits and giggles say if we did live on a flat on a globe, if we did live on a globe, and we were looking at buildings in a distance over water, what do you think they would look like?
Is that higher?
Similar.
Just stopping out to hear if we did you hear that at all? And did it get louder? Sounds all good. Thanks, TJK2. Then I'll start the clip. Just one more over because I should be sure you heard it. So here we go.
I was driving, that's why. Hey, so let's just for shits and giggles say if we did live on a flat on a globe, if we did live on a globe, and we were looking at buildings in a distance over water, what do you think they would look like?
Similar, but not the same.
How similar? Explain, please.
You would have to be able from some point somewhere from the side view. Let's say buildings way on to the left of your field of view and way on the right. You would have to somehow be able to measure that there's a tilt away. Even though I know all your arguments for it. Oh, it's only 1 degree per 69 miles or whatever that is, or whatever. You would still have to see it. There would be.
You'd be able to. So you're saying you'd be able to see a 1 degree curve, a 1 degree
to the sides, yes. Building. To the sides, yes.
Are you seriously think you'd see a 1 degree tilt?
Well, how big is the sun?
Yeah. Hey Dart, huge Rs is about 5 or 6 below 0 Celsius. So, what he's saying first there, of course, he would be able to see something tilt 1 degree away from him in the distance. Gary, if you see this, from the place you're working, I'm not gonna dox you. Sorry, take care. Sorry about that. Yeah. From the place you work, you have to see. Oh, I forgot the name of that town. Sorry. I'm not gonna show the map here. You're gonna find the name of that city. Was it San Jose or Sacramento? From your work, Gary, you have to see a building at the south tip of San Jose, tilting 1 degree away from you. Someone sent me a notification here. Dora, if you see this, that's not a no-show. We didn't agree to this stream. Anywho, so Gary, he thinks we should see, this microphone is all over the place, 1 degree tilt from side to side. Thing is, that building is tilting away from you, Gary. Also, that building is tilting away from you. So there is no, you can't see them tilt that way because they're both away from you. So from your perspective, they are still parallel up and down. So no, you won't see that. Global Mom, sorry, I can't dox him. I know his workplace, that's all. I don't know where he lives. So that's the first, even though I can get the other, of course, the globe view here. Let's put going down here. From 69 miles, you would only see the top. These buildings are 500 meters, so they are skyscrapers deluxe. 500 meters, so you only see the top, and you won't see them tilt away from you. That's just arrows, by the way, tilting away. And that's 1 degree tilt. You will not see that going away from you. Dora, do you hear my respond to your comment from the other video? Gary is not supposed to be here today. That may be some time else. I just need to agree on these terms first. Anywho, that's number 1. Done and dusted. Let's see next video.
Exactly. So if Rayleigh criteria is about doubling the distance, half the size, but he stayed at the same distance.
No, that's not Rayleigh criterion.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't. Rayleigh criterion is when you get 2 points in the distance that get close together and they're starting to fade and they blend together because of the way it's just, that's Rayleigh criterion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alfosen, god kväll. Rayleigh criterion isn't perspective. Of course it is, because those 2 points, as long as they are going further away from you, they're getting half the distance, double the distance, half the distance. So yeah, Rayleigh criterion is perspective. John Watson, hey! Gary Spottom, well, I agree with that one. Cheers, guys. $21 watching. Nice. That was number 14, as 15, 14 up. That was 14, and that was a quick one because, yeah, it's so easy to tell him wrong. Next.
This is Cape Town, South Africa.
Okay, I haven't been to South Africa, and I'm not going to make a judgment off any picture.
Okay.
Because you can make pictures, do all kinds of weird shit. Just like I could make pictures of my stars above me right now, and you wouldn't be able to explain why they do what they do.
Star Trails, right? Star Trails in Cape Town, South Africa.
I don't know. I haven't been to South Africa. Unless I'm physically there observing them, I'm not going to make a judgment on a picture.
Star Trails in Victoria, Australia.
right? Yeah, how do you get a star trail? Direction. How do you get a star trail like that there when you're not on the South Pole?
Here's your flat Earth, right? We're looking in two.
No, that's not my flat Earth. I don't know what the flat Earth looks like exactly. That's not my flat Earth. So okay, well, you're making a straw man because that's not my flat Earth. I don't have a flat Earth map.
How does it work?
It's a straw man. I'm not even going to answer your question because that's not my map. I don't know what it looks like.
But you claim the Earth is flat, though, right?
It is flat.
You can literally go out and do this observation.
If I don't remember wrong, this is a twofold one. So, first of all, he can't discuss anything happening in South Africa because he haven't been there. What about just about everything else happening outside of California? I don't remember that fallacy, but isn't that... Oh, what do you call it again? When you don't believe anything you haven't seen or something, yeah. Biggest doggies, hey! Gary, bring diagrams. I really hope, but I don't think that. Genetic fallacy, yeah, thank you. I will play the rest of this. I just have the timeline down here. I think it's twofold.
Yourself, because look, I
can look at the stars right above me. You know what stars I have above me? I have.
Here's my backyard.
I have Cygnus and I have Cythea. Have you heard of those? The constellations, they're by the north. They go around Polaris.
That's great.
Okay. Well, I'm facing east. You can't see where I'm facing, but I'm facing east right now. They do not go over me like they should if the Earth is rotating east.
Here's looking southwest, right?
Okay, I don't live down there. I'm not making any judgments on any of the things down south because I don't live there.
You can do this from your backyard. You can do the same thing from your backyard.
Well, if you're making star trails that are round any way you point,
how they would look on your flat Earth.
No, that's a model. That doesn't work.
This is your flat Earth.
No, that isn't my flat Earth. Okay, I'm not even here to talk about star trails today. I'll talk about that another day. Of course
not.
Yeah. So he also said that this is a model. I'm going to bring up just one. I haven't opened this yet. Here. Up. Here. Everyone who says that globe Earth, the model doesn't count. Where did I put it? Also, he said about the star trails making circles. I'm going to show that in a couple of seconds. I'll forget about that one. As I have tested with those star trails, if it's a salad bowl up there rotating, the star trails would make ovals. As long as the Earth is spinning, the star trails makes perfect circles. I also tested it from a bit further away, like if you're in Australia or something. Star trails will make ovals, not perfect circles. So star trails making perfect circles in South Africa is probably the best solid evidence we have of a globe. So, Gary, that was that done and dusted. Let's go for the next one.
I'll share it later. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's stuck on this one point, but I mean, we can basically sit here and show him. We can show you like a million other things that debunk your one little.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah, we can.
No, you can't. I mean, even listen to your guys now.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Gary, it's really hard not to make fun of you. Sorry. It's really hard. So if this counts as throwing insults or making fun of you, I guess you're not coming to my channel. I just can't do this with a straight face. there is no chance in hell. Sorry. This is... No, you can't. That's a 5-year-old kindergarten brat. Right there. Sorry, guys. Oof. Next.
Your point of view, no pun intended, perspective. Is there any citation, any paper, any website, anywhere that I can go and I can hear this very explanation that you're giving us? Or this is just what you have come up after your research?
This is what I come up with my research, and you saw it yourself. You see it all the time. You will not be able to watch a zoomed in, zoomed out picture from now on without seeing what I'm saying.
Appreciate that. Leo.
Yeah, you're not able to see zoomed in, zoomed out pictures. Well, I kind of did. From, I'm going to do that one. Because here I have open big file information from 400mm zoom. You can see the white part here. Those turbines are well below my eye level. I'm just gonna find the next best here. Like that. Oh, still 400. Here's a 70mm zoom. I can't focus on both the water and the turbines at the same time, but those didn't go anywhere. Let's see if I can find 24mm. Now it's kind of hard to see, but here's the water level. There's the white part. There are the turbines. They didn't change place. Not at all. So I don't have a video camera with the zoom. I only have my DSLR. So yeah, nothing happened between 24 and 400mm. Gonna take a minute in the chat now. Get a little social. Let's go 26. No, Bert, Gary doesn't have a flat earth model. I don't think anyone who have any sort of, what do you call it, workmanship, pride or something, yeah. None of those flat earthers with Mnit, they don't have any models. Thanks, Mr. Victory. I had a bit of practice though. Handle the concept of two ants walking. Well, Robert, speaking of beach ball, I have forgot one thing. Speaking of ball. Got to light it up. If I have one ant here and one ant there, well, I don't know. But it sure works perfectly like that. Blue marble science, why is your there? Simple-minded, yeah. Yeah, excellent, Ray. That's true. Violation of the terms. Shall we move on with the pain? These are a couple of short ones, so they don't hurt that much.
They're hidden by the water. They're hidden, but you have to invent all these other things.
No, I'm not inventing anything. You just saw the same effect in that video.
I have just one answer to that.
Unless you want me to make up stuff.
Absolutely not.
There you go. Totally being honest.
That clip just fits that good. I don't know monochromatic light source. He's probably sitting somewhere laughing of this, sure. Oh my loud, yeah, that's probably a little bit like this. I just found it on YouTube somewhere. I didn't know it was that loud, sorry. Oh, an extra, I saw your, was it you who said I could turn down the intro by 10 decibels? I'm thinking of making a new intro. Not that I'm bored of the old one, but I'm thinking about making a new one. Not that loud, of course. That was number 10. Let's go to number 9.
But it's still the same reason, ultimately. It's still the same reason. Rayleigh criterion effect and angular compression. It's most compressed where the angle is the narrowest.
Yeah. Over to my next SketchUp model. I'm going to hide that from there. His favorite phrase, angular compression and Rayleigh criterion. Angular compression is nothing more than perspective. That's exactly what it is. Angular compression. So, this is a 1-to-1 scale of my end of the world observation of that ship. That's 225 meters long and 35.6 meters wide. I have this one is one of these two ships, I'm not sure, Color Magic or Color Fantasy. 224, 35. 224 and 35. So that model is a 1-to-1 scale. And when I'm standing here at 22 meters, oops, that is just about straight on half of that height of that ship. So this angle and that angle, those two are about the same. Sorry about that. Just a little sprinkelwasser. So when those two angles are the same, it doesn't matter what distance I put this on. Here is 6 kilometers away, and I think that was just about the distance to that ship. Nothing should change here over the flat Earth. On my video about that Rayleigh criterion, I had some help to figure out what distance I had to have for that ship to be unresolvable. And if we zoom 400 millimeters, what I have on my camera, don't mind the white boxes quite yet, I still should see that ship pretty good with my camera and my lens. Actually, we can do zoom 640 because it's a 1.6 crop factor sensor. So the angle towards the top and the bottom are the same from my point of view because I'm halfway up that ship. So no angles are bigger or smaller than the other. And the top should go first because that's the least smallest details. That blue line here should go last. I have something here, but that's for Gary when he shows up sometime. A little thought experiment. Both of these don't explain anything. Yeah, nothing of those explains something going down. It just gets smaller and invisible, not going down or melt into something else. That's just stupid, Gary. He will defend his ideas, yeah, of course he will. Well, monochromatic light source. Hit and run is yeah. He copy paste and run. That was number 9. Let's go to number 8.
Yeah. But like when you like you say,
This is a little bit longer one. Yes, the Mexican Bob, he is. This is a 3-minute and 42-second video, just so you know it. Oh, come on. Where did my cursor go? There.
when we're talking about seeing things in a distance, I mean, when we see like buildings or mountains or a boat, and I'll say boats, and even the sun, when we see those things go over the horizon, is it in your mind, is that everything just squishes into nothing?
Yes.
Even though we can still see the top half.
Yes.
Is it that the bottom half is just
angular compression? If you take, drop parallel lines.
Yeah, but why does that only happen at the surface? How come it doesn't happen to the top?
Because that's where the angles become the most compressed, is where what's below your eyes goes up towards your eyes, what's above goes down towards your eyes. The most compression is always in the distance at that point. That's why I made a video the other day on one of Critical Think's videos. I made a little critique, and he was doing eye level, and he had the ship zoomed in, and he shows where the eye level should be on the ship. And yeah, it looks way above the horizon, because it is. It's parallel lines. Your eye line straight out 90 degrees from the surface is parallel to the surface on a flat Earth, right? Are you there? Okay.
I'm listening.
But the angles from your eye, let's say you take something that's over your head, 50 feet over your head. Okay, you look straight up, that's a 90-degree angle. As it moves parallel over the surface away from you, that angle changes, doesn't it? Becomes, next thing you know, it's a 45-degree angle, then it's a 55, then it's a 65, then it's a 75, 85, close to 90, it's right at the horizon, right?
Okay.
Okay, so when I unzoomed, or he unzoomed that picture that I did the critique on, and you could see as the ship gets smaller and smaller, where he drew the line across the ship that should have been eye level is barely discernible above the horizon line. It's right next to it, and the ship wasn't even on the horizon. It was still in front of the horizon. So if that ship had been on the horizon, it would have been even smaller. And what I've been saying all along is the horizon and eye level are virtually side by side. They're right touching each other in the distance. They become compressed. The airspace, the gap between clouds, or let's say clouds in the distance, the air gap between clouds and the surface becomes smaller and smaller and smaller because it's being more and more compressed because of the angle from your eye. And the more compressed it gets to the distance, it appears to finally touch the surface, even though it's not touching the surface. It's just so compressed, you can't see past those points. You can't, and things start becoming unresolvable. And because the bottom of the ships or bottoms of buildings are the thing that are touching the surface, they will always be the most compressed portion of what you're viewing, and they will become the first thing that becomes unresolvable because of compression. I call it angular compression, and the Rayleigh criterion. And then you have atmospheric effects, which probably affects the Rayleigh criterion because the colors fade. Little things like windows and doors become unresolvable. They join together. They become hard to see as separate. So when you can't see the bottom of something after you zoom in with your P900 or P1000, if you still can't see the bottom, it's only because it's still too far for the resolution power of that P900. So I've been saying, what are you going to do when they come out with a P2000?
Ouch. Okay, guys, that was a long one, painful one. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that one. But damn, Gary. Oof. Extra day, yeah. My 2 cents is Gary's sock account. Who did I see here? Yeah, Blue Marble Science. It's the Wybenga part that's the problem. And Sean Hawkins said... how can I get away with not wearing a helmet all the time? Yeah. Damn, where should I start? Well, first of all, he's talking about Glober Mom. I saw you in the comments on that video, by the way. You're famous. Where did I put that chisel? There. This is the ship he is talking about. And of course, something about that eye line up here. I have no problem with this whatsoever. What Gary said here is nobody is disagreeing with this one. Because when you zoom out, that eye level is there. Nobody denies that. That's just how zooming works. You start with the eye level here, and you zoom in, and eye level is there. Sure, that's how it works, Gary. No problem. However, I'm going to lay that down again, and back with my SketchUp. The thing is, when you're backing off, if I was on a basketball course and the sun is in the hoop and my eye level is at 1.7 meters, I'm 5'11", so that's about 5'7" or something. If I back away here, 2.65 meters, then my eyes are at 27 degrees. That is my angle to the sun, where it's supposed to be at sunset and sunrise in the winter. So if anyone is telling me that this sun will be down here after I backed up 2.65 meters, I call bullshit. Crackle Cat, comment threads, chat threads, that's just pure gold almost everywhere. This community is awesome. So comments and chats, yeah, golden. I'm gonna show one photo from today. I'm not going to... Is it that one? Or am I? I have a bit of conundrum. With me making fun of Gary here and now, I'm not sure if he will agree to come on to my stream some other time. However, earlier today, a few hours ago, I shot some photos. I'm going to see if I find just that photo. Sorry about the... Gary. I don't have that ship here. If you have seen, Gary is talking about a ship. I think Critical Think filmed it. It's a red ship with a white. It's a white and red ship in some wind turbines. Earlier today, I shot some photos and a video to show exactly how that works. I kind of want to show it to you now, but I also want to keep it as a surprise for Gary if and when he comes on my channel. So I'm struggling real hard now because I have no idea if Gary will come on to my stream. It's his big mouth again. Should I show it or should I wait for Gary as a surprise for him? Please vote now. Just let me know in the chat if I should ruin Gary's surprise or what. This time I need some advice. Some well-educated guesstimations. Cheers. Meanwhile, let's go back to that one down there. Show and tell. It's 33 Illuminati confirmed. Show it. Gary probably won't show up anyway. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you there. Okay, let's do this. If you do it show and it does show up, think of the response. Could be very funny. I'd wait, yeah. Sorry guys, I'm really struggling now. What the hell. I'm gonna show it. Ask about cows, yeah. Those small or those far away. I'm gonna show it. Dan Oppheim, hei, jeg skal vise det. Okay, so here goes my surprise for Gary. Please don't tell him. That ship is white on top and red on bottom. I found this plastic thing here. It's a small plate, some to have some field chips. It's the closest I got to kind of water blue. So by having scratch my back, a white ship with a red bottom or a black ship with a red bottom, this has everything to do with exposure and focus. This is on 3 meters or 10 feet and I zoomed in with 400 millimeters on my camera. So in perfect focus, this is no problem. When I focus back, that's what's happening. That white part is overblowing the red part, and the red part is overblowing the black part. And then I focused the other way into the couch there, and the same thing happened. The white part overblows the red part, and the red part overblows the black part. So if that ship had been black with a red bottom, the red part would be more visible. I can't duplicate the distance or the atmospheric distortions, but this is just nothing more than focus and exposure. So here I'm focusing towards me. You can see that white part taking over, and the red part is taking over the black. And back to that, and focusing forwards into the photo. The same thing happens. That's not zooming, just focus. Just as I did with the coin with the that fellow from Australia, Mitch from Australia. It's really this easy. Nothing more than focus and exposure. Here the white part, you hardly see the red part, and there you hardly see the black part. Yeah. Thanks, Gary. No monochromatic egg source, that's not an egg. Owlman. Owlman. Also will give Gary some homework, making some more rubbish up. I have been waiting for Gary's homework for damn near close to 2 years now. April 2 years ago, he said he would show me wrong with making 3 or 4 lines on a piece of paper. Nope. 21 months, nothing. 3 or 4 lines. So, how simple was that? I didn't say hey Siri. My phone woke up. Mike M, hello. Yeah, that's Redshift for you. Even though the red shifted down with the white and up with the black. That's Redshift. Lego build with Dell. I have actually made a Lego build with Dell Dora. Let me find that. Just is my screen here? Yeah, I actually do have one. I have no idea what Dell is saying, so I can't do anything with him. But this is a long time ago now. Damn, time flies. I do have something here. Ah, come on. There. So here is showing that thing, and he bends the hell out of it. So I placed it on top of my SketchUp and made a model of it. So with that curvature, he covers half the Atlantic Ocean. Jimmy, this is not the stream Gary is supposed to be on. This one, the smart Gary is here. If he shows up, he will first make me agree to his terms. I haven't seen the terms yet. The first one is I won't make fun of him or mock him or throw insults. That's really hard. But yeah, Dora, I already made a video of Dell's Lego. What happened here? Oh, not that one. That one. Back again. LIGO. Oh, and again, if Dell is making some more videos, I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't understand a single word. Now my light is flickering. I saw a comment here. What was that? Cheshire, hey. Maxim Bob, please give it your best shot. I encourage you. I can't. You can. Cheers. You know what, Cheshire Cat? Wait for it. Let's play more. That was number 8. Up to number 7. Halfway there.
Water is a physical object, and when it gets far enough, it obstructs the boat as if it were under the water.
No, it doesn't obstruct it at all. First of all, your line of sight is always the closest to the horizon at 6 feet. The boat is usually going to be further before it starts becoming unresolvable. It goes past that point. So the two colors, let's say there's a red portion like we saw on the boat on the video. There's a red portion at the bottom, and that's going away. That red portion will get smaller and smaller. The water will remain the same, but that red color will get less red. It will start to get more towards a neutral color, and to the point where it's so small, it's so compressed that which is the Rayleigh criterion. You cannot see that red portion as different from the water line anymore. And that's Rayleigh criterion. And that's also angular compression. It's the two combined. And the narrowest angle is always going to be the bottom of an object in the distance where it touches the surface, because the surface is where your vision below you goes up towards your eye level, and everything above your eye level goes down towards your eye level. So it's always going to be the most compressed at that point. It's always going to be where the bottom of something is touching. And when it gets past a certain angle, when it gets past a certain point, the resolution power of whatever device you're using, whether it's your eye or a cell phone camera or a P1000, they're all going to have a little bit different result in how far you can actually still resolve things. But it's still ultimately going to have the same effect even with the zoom. If you stay fully zoomed in, that boat keeps going away, that red portion is going to fade, and it's going to become more and more diminished, and it's going to literally blend in with the water line where you can't resolve it as separate because of the Rayleigh criterion.
What if I'm right above? What if I'm at an exact location and I raise an elevation by like 300 feet?
You'll see further because you changed.
Yeah. First of all, that's much of the same. As someone also warned me about, this will be a whole lot of repetition because he is a broken record. However, there's not enough blue spanners in the chat if G shows up. Well, monochromatic light source. If Gary shows up, he better not be copy pasting. Just saying. If he want me to agree to his terms better not be copy pasting. So Sean Hawkins and the other moderators here, if Gary shows up, welcome him, of course. No, I can welcome him, you not. But don't time him out unless he is being badmouth. And if he is starting to copy paste, put him in the naughty corner. Where was I? Yeah, of course it will be a whole lot of close that, yeah, repetition because he is a broken record. But then again, this is everything I have done with my broken record, because everything goes up and down towards eye level, and my eye level is 22 damn meters over that damn water. And as all of you have seen so many times, that just doesn't happen. So I mean, this is probably the easiest thing to debunk. That just never happens. Angular compression, which is perspective. Rayleigh criterion, which is basically perspective. Those turbines should be up here. They are not. So again, I'm not going to compare myself with Red's rhetoric in no way, but he is the master of that perspective thing. This is kind of my thing, and I have to do this all the time. Sorry, but yeah. Thanks, Craiglecat. Oof. Sorted out the Rayleigh criterion. Yeah, again, back to that ship, which I didn't show. I should be able to see all of that ship 3 times further than I saw it just with the chimney and radar. So that just doesn't make it. Blue Marble Science. Gary's crap sounds like Lemon Bird. Yeah. No, they are not the same because they don't sound the same. So maybe some distant cousins or something. Maybe their parents were siblings. Sorry. That was number 7. Let's go to number 6. Again, this is a 3:19. Sorry.
Hey, Jose, there's no way they can take a star trail when they're moving 17,500 miles an hour on an arced path. It's just not possible.
Yeah, but the thing is that if, I'm just thinking about, if I was 250 miles above in a fucking going fast, right? And if I'm looking to if the ISS, if I'm going forward, I'm not pointing my camera to my side window because all I'm going to see is the lines going by or whatever. I'm just pointing my camera in this one point that I'm choosing that I'm just looking ahead. As the ISS is moving, I'm just pointing my camera to that one point, and that is the point of rotation that is going on in a polar. I don't know how to explain it. That's the thing. It makes sense in my mind, but I don't know how to verbalize it.
But if the ISS is following the curvature of the Earth, it's an arc path, and it cannot get those star trails.
Why not?
They would be all messed up. They would be going every which direction.
You said that, you've asserted that in the chat a couple of times, but you haven't given any mechanical explanation for that whatsoever. Why would they be going off in
relation to what you're filming? So it's going to change. All those things are going to change. They're not going to form nice.
Well, when we're on the Earth, in real life, we are moving too.
No, we're not. That's just in your imaginary world.
Yes. No, in real life we are.
No, it's not.
In reality.
We've established that. It's only in your fantasy world that it's a stationary pizza. But in the really real world, we're already doing that.
That's a straw man because we don't believe in a pizza.
Nice, Jose.
We don't believe in a flying pizza. So you just made that up. That's nice.
Oh, I didn't say flying. I said flat and stationary pizza.
I just want to point something out. I want a big shout out to Digital Demonic Davros and others in the chat. You see, I'm rocking the NASA Aldrin shirt today. How about that? Like it?
You want to dump?
I still want to finish one point on that.
It's legit. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, I would like one of these guys to actually make a model demonstrating that their camera moving and filming a star trail without it being completely messed up. None of them can.
It would be impossible.
If you even bump your camera, it messes it all up, let alone moving 17,500 miles in an arc.
No, but the camera's stationary.
The camera's not stationary. If it's hooked up in the ISS to a point, it's not stationary. It's moving. The ISS is moving, which means the camera's moving.
But it's not moving in relation to the ISS. That's what's stationary means.
It's moving, and so the camera therefore
it's moving with the ISS. It's stationary in relation to the ISS.
In an arcing pattern, according to you, which means it cannot film a star trail.
From its perspective, it's moving in a straight line.
No, it isn't. It's moving.
Yes, it is. An arc is a straight line.
On my dash in my pickup, and I'm driving down.
It's in free fall, Gary.
What do in relation to?
Holy shit, man! Whew. Why does Blue Mountain Science need to be green lighted? Okay, from the comments here are always Gary, Bert. Gary has changed his profile picture to this one. He also removed his channel graphics, but this is his new icon. Here's also my 2 cents, yeah. Also, I saw. Yeah, Gary is not how far away the star is, yeah. This is my ISS. I couldn't find a white triple slate, so that's the thing, and with the light solar panels. This is where the camera is pointing. So Gary lives somewhere around between Los Angeles and San Jose. I'm not going to dox him further than that. But when that, and of course Polaris is that way. I'm not 100% sure what exact direction this is. Can you hear me back here, by the way? I'm not quite sure what direction this is going here, but when the camera is pointing somewhere over there, and that one is passing over him, this one is making a full turn that way, and that camera is pointing at one point over there. That's not changing its heading. So, loud and round, Tommy, thanks. So of course, when the ISS is passing over here, not pointing towards Polaris, Polaris is just going to be one other star at the side of that star trail. It's not pointing at Polaris. And the center point will be some star either way. I don't know. Let's do this so it's not that, yeah, that way. So it's again, when it goes around that axis, that still points towards the same point going around that axis. That camera never changes, and those stars are bloody far away that way. So Gary, this isn't magic. This is basic trigonometry, or not trigonometry, geometry. Also, Lego for the win. Buffering, I hope not. Few jars wanted to bind. I have quite a good internet. I have 500 by 500. I jinxed it. I touched the internet cable, of course, and then it disconnected for a second. Are we back? I'm not gonna do that again. Was there a glitch in the matrix? Yeah, Blue Marble Siles. I'm done with explanations. I have to physically show it. So when that is going around and around and that camera is pointing one way, that's not... This is small. The universe is big. The cake is a lie. You can't have the cake and eat it too. I need a drink. But are we still on? Do you still hear me? Yeah. Did you not see the video with the umbrella? Yeah. I guess not Cheshire. Still good here. Thanks, Bert. There was probably just a second or two glitch. I'm not going to touch that cable again. Loud and clear. Thanks. Yeah. Oof. Let's continue with the hurt. That was number 6. Now we're up to number 5. This is 2 minutes and 50. Sorry, not sorry.
How the projection changes on a wall.
Is it very hard to illustrate, right? Very hard to illustrate. And
yeah,
it's
very
explain. And even explaining verbally is hard, right?
Yeah, very difficult.
So how about when we ask the flat earthers to explain what's going on with the sunrise and sunset and the changing of angular size and the distances and the lights in the sky? Why can't we accept that it's very hard to explain, and they try to explain it the best they can? Why are we so hard on them if the bending of space-time concept and the 4th dimension is so hard to explain for us?
Well, that's probably a pretty good analogy, actually, is in their world, in their flat world or whatever, they cannot conceive of, the 3D space in which the sun is dropping below the horizon for a sunset or coming up during the sunrise. I mean, they're just having a hard time visualizing these things. I've come to the realization that a lot of the flat earthers just do not have abstract reasoning or 3-dimensional reasoning, and some people lack that. It's not necessarily a result of saying they're stupid or anything. It's just that they have difficulty with abstract visualization.
Get ready.
I said Gary unmuted a few minutes ago, but you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt. Gary, what's up, man? Go ahead.
Well, that was a bunch of hogwash. Nobody here understood anything he was saying, because you can't describe something that doesn't exist, except for in the imaginations of dumb men. Nobody here understood what he said.
Well, again, I rest my case.
Makes zero sense. You can't describe something that doesn't exist.
Well, I rest my case. See, Gary,
you can't explain it. if you could understand it, if you understood it, you would have been able to explain it. You can't.
Explain what? Explain what?
That whole thing you were just talking about with the space bending, time bending, or whatever. It's just a bunch of hogwash.
There's a video that I've seen.
You can't do a test for it. You can't show it exists. You can't prove it in any way. Go ahead.
Sure you can. It's like I say. Or go ahead now. I'm done.
There's a video I seen on YouTube where the high school teacher, he put like this big old like I don't know, like a sheet, and he put like a heavy ball in the middle and like everything, like when he put.
Okay, I should have stopped that a few seconds earlier. I forgot to trim that one. Sorry. C4. This is a countdown. Yeah. Just Owlman, the highlights. Universe will reach the death if you show them all. Yeah. George Nachuk, or what his name is. Sorry for doing that wrong, but he is one of the smarter guys in this community. And then Gary comes on. Yeah. I can't stop Gary, sorry. If this is mocking you or throwing it, so yeah. Sorry, but you're making it hard. Let's see. Let's do a few second replay.
Want to interrupt? Gary, what's up, man? Go ahead.
Well, that was a bunch of hogwash.
Oh, darn. Oh. So when you have some smart people trying to either explain something to you or say something, that's the reaction, of course. You just don't want to learn anything. You just don't want to see the truth or whatever. Everything someone smarter of you than you is trying to tell you is a lie. And hogwash, of course. Oh. Cheshire Cat, repeat experiment. What experiment was that, Cheshire? Einstein is hogwash, of course he is. An EQ telescope mount, for God's sake. I'm not sure, but yeah, umbrella, yes, yeah. It's so easy though. Either you have the earth spinning or a salad bowl, and nobody has seen that salad bowl. Oof. Okay, we're getting closer. That's number 4 now.
More at risk, or do my details?
Sorry, Mr. S. Gary Wybenga is in the bloody waiting room.
Is he? Oh, okay. Let's bring him in. Guys, everyone else, I'd ask you, at least for now, please, to mute yourselves, okay? If you can.
I'll shut up.
Okay. Thank you, and thanks for letting me know. So let's bring him on. Gary Wybenga, you're on the live stream. Gary, hello. Gary, people are muting themselves. Hello, Gary.
Yeah, but I can't talk right at the moment. I just joined in, and I'll join in again later. I'll just listen on this one.
Okay, well, Gary, I'll say thank you for coming in, and I would encourage you to take part either on a side chat or on a live stream sometime.
Well, I do. You time me out. That's why I put the copy and paste, because I don't get a chance to say things. People time me out all the time.
Well,
so it's automatic. So if I'm going to get one every 5 or 6 minutes, I'm just going to put a copy and paste. But if they stop timing me out, I won't do it.
Gary, okay, I'll tell you what. Let's both sides then step back a step if we can. I will ask my mods to be more judicious and not so quick on the trigger, and I'd ask you not to copy paste and instead join in with argue your case. Okay, is that fair enough?
I will occasionally copy and paste if it's an answer to something you're saying or somebody in the chat saying. Occasionally.
Okay.
I'm just asking not to time me out, because otherwise I won't normally do it. Well, or if I do it, I'll just do a few and then I go from there and I stop.
Well, Gary, I want to say thank you for having the cojones to come on here, which is more than those. I might we were talking about it last night, perhaps label you more of a spammer with your cut and paste rather than a full-on troll. But I want to give you credit for having the nuts to come on here, okay?
Yeah, okay. I got it. I'll be listening, and I might join in if I have time here and there. I get breaks here and there, so.
Okay, all right, fair enough then, Gary.
And I got to get to work.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in. Okay, cheers. Wow. Good.
Gary, that's not how it works. When you come in, the first thing you do is copy paste. You don't have anything to say but copy paste. You can say that the others time you out when all you do is copy paste. If you try to have a normal conversation in the chats, they won't time you out. You have to start first. You can't be a 5-year-old brat with a copy paste and then complain about it. You have to start first. Just as I said when with your terms, that I had to stop throwing in. You threw the first 50 insults. You need to stop first. That's how it works. Seriously, Gary. Did it go back there for a second? I saw a spinning thing on my screen here. True, Tommy. Yeah, thanks, Jimmy. Buffering. Well, I have no notification of let's see the stream health here. Stream is healthy. Excellent. Back now. Okay. YouTube is not currently receiving data from this stream. Are you seeing this now? YouTube is not receiving anything. What the crap? Oh, this is all messages. Wow, damn, excellent. I have to show this, there's nothing here, so it's not scary. Look at this. Stream is healthy, yeah. No data, stream is healthy, no data, stream is healthy, no data. But this is older messages, so why the hell does YouTube send me this now? Damn, this should be for each stream, not for just one. You're good, thanks. Damn, that was... why the hell did I do that? Back again. Yeah, Extra J. A few months ago, Gary was... he was claiming something about the start rail. Eye level. It was about eye level. And he said that my eye level at 22 meters wasn't the same eye level in the distance. So I asked him if eye level was bending or not. And I waited for that answer for a few weeks. So I think it was on either... not Jose. Forget it. Let's say MC Tunes channel, some stream there. And Gary said he will tell me if the mods didn't time him out. How am I to decide which mod who will time Gary out for copy pasting? I don't have that power. I can't decide over anyone. So, wow. He tried to tell me that he could answer me if he wasn't timed out by the other ones. How low is that? Dung Fu Gary, yeah. Who said that the other day? I laughed my ass off. Was that you, Blue Marble? I saw that, Dung Fu. Sorry. 5 likes, guys. What the hell? You're 38 people here. Ting ting. A little digression. I'm not monetized. I don't have super chats. I don't have commercials. I don't have patrons. Please give me a like. I'm not even asking for extra subscribers. I don't do that. But hey, thanks again. I'm really appreciating it. Quantum Degreaser, hey, greetings. Shall we carry on with the pain? And now I'll remember to do that one. 46, I have 38. Rock on. Number 3. 2 minutes.
Let's go with you, Gary. An advice for the Globers that are watching this show and watching this recorded at some time. An advice for flat earthers and people questioning reality.
Well, as far as flat earthers, I'll give some advice to some of them. You can't bring the bottoms of all boats back unless you have a sufficient angle or sufficient resolution power of whatever optical device you're using. So that's one thing. You can't just say you can bring all boat bottoms back. You can't. But I showed why you can't. That's why I've been doing my videos. I've also argued against flat earthers who say that. I used to say horizons come up to eye level, but I can't say that anymore because I realized parallel lines cannot meet. And so then I looked closer by zooming in and zooming out and zooming in and zooming out. I would level a camera and I would just zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, just looking at what I'm seeing. And that's how I come to my conclusion.
And advice for the Globers, man.
Stop blocking me on different people's things. You don't block, Jose. You're pretty good. But I mean, everybody else, I can make one comment and they delete my comment and time me out.
I seen that pattern. I seen that happening a lot in like MC2
and it's all the big ones. It's all the others. It's all.
Yeah.
Listen, I give you crap, Jose, on the cat, but you're actually a pretty decent guy. You're pretty fair. You're more fair to the Globers, but
I'll try to keep
overall,
it.
Overall, you're pretty fair. You gave me a nice voice. I was able to talk and wasn't interrupted. I mean, everybody's going to interrupt to some degree. I interrupt, they interrupt. It's just part of the game. Just when everybody's interrupting,
it also,
you've got to stop.
It depends on who you're talking to.
Again, Gary, that's not how it works. You can talk about blocking everybody because being blocked because you have blocked me. I blocked you also, yeah, sure, but you have blocked me and you have blocked. Who is it? Areas blocked by Gary? Was it Extra J or who was it? Hands up! All have been blocked by Gary. Global Mom 45 watching for 2 likes. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I'm not asking for more. His copy paste gets deleted. Yeah. That's also Gary. You just can't come in and copy paste all over the place. That's not how it works. If you want someone to behave for you, you have to behave for them. Let's just say like Michael Jackson said it, start with the man in the mirror, please. You can't change anything if you don't start with yourself. Oof. Not Extra Day, yeah. It was someone else who said it was blocked there. Cheshire Cat, yeah, thanks. That was him. Or her, him, her, yeah. So whatever, Cheshire Cat. So Gary, you can't talk about blocking because I think you just unblocked me because I asked for it. He's also been deleting a whole lot of my comments lately because I was showing him wrong and waiting for my homework to be done. Well, ready for number 2.
That is a different argument, Gary. You just said it's like going up a hill and down a hill, and I refuted that, but you are going to a different argument. Yes, I did. You just said that's right.
No. When you say you refute something, doesn't mean you refuted it. It just means you gave your explanation that you think is correct. It doesn't mean it is.
Well, prove me wrong.
You know that,
how does...
This is golden. I really thought this would be the last one because... Oh, okay. You didn't see the video. It was just a Plain window, but you heard it. Yeah. It's short. Let's do that one more time.
That is a different argument, Gary. You just said it's like going up a hill and down a hill, and I refuted that, but you are going to a different argument. Yes, I did. You just said that's right.
No. When you say you refute something, doesn't mean you refuted it. It just means you gave your explanation that you think is correct. It doesn't mean it is.
Well, prove me wrong.
You know that,
how does...
Ørjan, jeg blokkerte deg på Twitter fordi du en gærning. Ha deg vekk, jeg vil ikke ha det her. Jeg blokker deg her også, bare så du vet det. Du litt for gæren for min del. Sorry, ha det bra. That was Norwegian, sorry for that. The guy I'm just deleted and hidden from my channel, he is a crazy guy, I don't want him here. I blocked him on Twitter because, yeah, that man is crazy. Over to Gary. Refuting, yeah, Gary knows all about refuting. He doesn't have anything but words, worthless opinions and anything. Yeah, Dora. That was Norwegian, but he had to have it in Norwegian. Needs more salt. Gary needs more salt, and I'm going to serve it. Gary, you're nothing but worthless opinions. Your type of refuting is copy-paste and words and comments in chats. That's not refuting, sorry. I waited for 20 months for you to make 3 to 4 lines on a piece of paper. For those of you who hasn't been here earlier, I can show what it's all about. Actually, there is one there. This is about the sun shining under the clouds and stuff. And he made somewhat of an explanation. This is Gary's drawing. The sun here. But it doesn't show how the... what's some other drawing here? With the sun shining under the clouds. LOL. Because I don't have the... This is before I took one of the photos. Either way, Gary can't explain how the sun shines under the clouds. So he made these simple drawings. But I'm still waiting for him. Where was that again? Sorry. Where the hell? There. No. There it is. I'm still waiting for Gary to show a line that reaches back here. That's one of his drawings. The other one, of course, is my... that one. I need for Gary to make 3 or 4 lines to show how this works on the flat Earth. So that's his homework that I've been waiting for soon to be 2 years now. He haven't refuted it yet. His version of refuting is, that's how it is. Escape, F11, and be gone. There. Shit, Gary. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not a black belt in live chats, live streams. Sorry. Damn. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go again. Yeah, live stream there. So, sorry guys. Here, this is one of Gary's explanations, sort of. I wanted to see how the sun shine under the clouds, but he forgot the line that goes behind back here to show how the sun shines really under the clouds on the flat Earth. Also for that, let me go back there. This is also something I've been refuting all the time, and I'm still waiting for his 3 or 4 lines to show how this works on flat Earth. So, Gary, refuting is not debunking. Your own words. Sorry. You can explain what you want, but yeah. Tim Cowell, this is a random button. Sorry, guys. Down. Make a quick drawing of what you think is trying to say. Biggest dog is, I don't have that level of imagination. I just can't. Sorry. That's impossible. Okay, that was number 2. Let's get ready for... I'm going to have to take this down again. There. That was number 2. Let's get it for number 1.
Not at the same rate.
We have your explanation and we have the other explanation.
That's right.
Your explanation you made up by your own admission, right?
No, I didn't make it up. You can see it.
You said you did.
Well, from my observations, I made my own terms. I'm sure I got some terms from other people, but I mostly watch your guys' videos. That's how I get my ideas. I don't watch hardly any Flat Earth videos. I watch a few, but I mostly watch your guys' stuff and listen to your arguments, and then I go and look at what I see on my own cameras.
You made it up. I heard you say it.
I didn't make it up. Hey, who made up the terms you use? Did somebody make up the terms you use?
Wait. Please wait.
Did somebody make up? You're just quoting somebody else's terms. I have my own terms. I make up my own terms for what I see. And then I explained them very clearly, I think.
Jose asked you where we could do some fact checking for citations, etc.
I don't need a citation. What am I going to get a citation from a globe place or whatever? No, come on, that's ridiculous.
You made it up.
Yes, I made up my own terms for what I see. I use terms that everybody knows what terms mean. I use those terms to describe what I'm seeing, and I showed it in the video. I mean, you clearly saw the bottoms become unresolvable for the tops, and yet you have no explanation for that. You saw it. You all saw it. You all got quiet. Everybody was like kind of mumbling, and I don't know. Maybe it's you guys sounded like Bob the science guy, Blue Marble Science, the other day, trying to explain why cars can follow a tract on the road and somehow keep attached to the Earth while it's spinning. That's how ridiculous you guys sound. It's almost comedic. That's why I listen all the time. It's kind of funny.
I'm going to do this one more time.
Unless you want me to make up stuff.
Absolutely not.
There you go. Totally being honest.
Oh dear. Let's go for a hat trick. Gary, that's not how it works. You have your own terms that nobody else understand. You just make up shit as you go all the time. That's not how it works. If you want to be scientific about it, use some normal language that people understand, please. What did I see here? John Watson. I hope I'm not on this. I don't know, John. Out of focus. Am I out of focus or what? I set the camera to not autofocus, it's manual. Gary English, yeah, just as Dell. But Gary, you say stuff all the time that makes no sense whatsoever. That was number 1. Are you ready for a bit of... but wait, there's more! Let's take just for good measures, I have something extra.
And Gary Weibenga.
Rayleigh criterion affects the whole object. I agree with whoever that was. Compression affects the whole object as it moves off into the distance, but the greatest compression and Rayleigh effects will be at the center point of your vision, which will be where the sky meets the surface or the bottom of the boat touches the surface.
Thanks for stopping by, Jimmy. This was the last one. So, Gary agrees that the Rayleigh criterion goes from all sides and the angular compression goes from all sides. This was the best, this was the last, and we all agree with him. There is just no way anything can go down on a flat Earth. No Rayleigh criterion, no compression, nothing can make anything go down on a flat Earth. Simple as that, Gary. Sorry, you just said it yourself. That was the golden moment of your YouTube career. You just debunked yourself and the entire flat Earth community. Thank you. Ooh, encore. Well, actually, that was the last one. That was 15, 16, yeah, more than enough. That was as much hurt as I can do. There was twice as many clips, but most of them were just repeating itself again and again. So, where does it go from here? Well, Gary, if you see this, have I insulted you in any way, shape or form during this video? I think I have not. Have I made fun of you? Probably yes. Have I showed you wrong? Hell yeah! Laters, Extra J, thanks for stopping by. So, did you hear Gary tell me what he just made of angular compression? No, John Watson, please enlighten us. So, when you see this, Gary, I'm not saying if, I'm saying when. Was this too much for you so you won't come on to my stream or what? To be honest, I really don't think I'd like to have you on my stream, of course, yeah, but if this was too much for you, sorry, not sorry. This was just to show how much wrong you are. You jars, yeah. And the last 2 or 3 days I have been on Jose's channel doing a bit of debating with some pretty dense like Brian Mabbott and stuff. But Gary, he stayed away. Actually, he made himself go in the timeout of Jose because he wasn't being nice to him. So Jose removed his banner and put him in a timeout a couple of times. On Jose, I'll try and remember when. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Dora, now you can remove the face palm protection. Well, one of the commented guys source. I wasn't expecting him in the stream. In the chat, probably, yes. That would be fun, but he wasn't supposed to be in this stream. So, that was an hour and a half with Gary. Gary's top, bottom, whatever. You decide. So, it's midnight here now, and I think it's time to find the bed. He deserves what he gets, yeah, Blue Marble. Misquotes, yeah. That's another thing. I could have done that. Wait a minute. A bit of sprudelwasser getting up again. Sorry. Misquoting. I could have brought that, but I wanted to make it more not personal from him and someone else. But not the Coco. It was a burp. He's been misquoting Blue Marble and Wolfie and Bob and pretty much everybody about the EQ mount not working 100% perfect when it's follow the sun through the horizon and stuff. So and Bob with the cars on the road, and yeah, misquoting all the damn time. Yeah, it's now a difference. Well, to be real, they have time zones on the flat Earth also. The FE map is actually a time zone map or something. So, yeah. Well, get your car to work, Quantum Degreaser. That was painful, fun, something. Call it what you want. Just had to show a bit of his stupidity. Everyone who stopped by, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's been 1.5 hours of Gary. That's more than enough for me. So I just hope he agrees to show on my live stream sometime soon. Yeah, John, that's it. Mark, Angels, yeah, Colin. So, let's shut this stream down and see you again next time. I am not planning anything now, but probably, let's say Monday again or something. I have one short video probably during the next few days. Probably. Skål till monochromatic light source. Yeah, Cheshire, thank you. Bye bye everybody. See you next time. And shut this down.